You are now listening to the most electrified and vilified podcast on the net. Hot Topics Podcast. Let's get this party started.
I'm just gonna let this slide.
Welcome everybody to the Hot Topics Podcast. Psycho 81, Psycho 4081 here.
You don't even know your name anymore. Wow.
Here with Thelonious Feather
What?
and Lamb Chop.
Hello.
What?
When are you going to change that intro?
I'm not. You know why? Because you have ample opportunity to come in and switch it up.
I actually feel I feel offended by what you said.
What'd I say?
He sent me a text and said, "Hey, we will do a podcast at 5 p.m. Okay?" Wow. And now you're coming to tell me that it's because I'm always fashionably late. That's why you went 30
and you
minutes.
got here at 5:15.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I knew she was going to be.
He
I knew
said
she was gonna
5
be late.
o'clock. You knew.
I said 5 o'clock, and you came in at 5:15. So
5:11.
whatever. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I spent my Thanksgiving with friends and family. We had jollof rice, fried rice, moi moi, casserole, all those pies, sweet potato pie, something pie, all the pies,
I saw the pictures.
and all of that kind of stuff.
No,
and then we had turkey.
now for the people,
And we didn't murder the turkey this time around. It was better than the last one when you said, "What did you do to that turkey?" But this was better.
now for those who don't know, explain what is moi moi.
Moi moi is like a bean cake kind of thing. Bean cake?
Are they fried?
No.
Okay.
It's boiled. It's made out of beans.
Mm-hmm.
You peel the beans, take off the skin of the beans, and then you blend it, and then it kind of thickens up. You blend it with peppers, and then it thickens up, and then you put it in like a pouch.
All right. So in other words,
and cook it.
it's a mashed up beans that they put around. They suck a boiled egg in the middle.
Yeah, boiled
and they
egg
eat it.
and fish.
Yes.
It's cool. It's nice. And you tried
I wish you had to let her finish
I tried
explaining.
it.
Don't mind him.
Listen,
Don't mind him.
All she had to do
It's
is say
really
some mashed up beans and a boiled egg.
She can explain it however she wants.
We
It's
said
not-
we
it's
said
not
what
even
it is,
mashed-
not the recipe.
not mashed up, not mashed up beans. It's a cake.
It was blended up beans.
Yeah, it's a cake though. It comes out as a cake, not the way you're.
Is it baked?
Because if it's I don't know, cooked. You can bake. You don't always necessarily need an oven to bake something. All you need is heat. What?
All right. So what was on your table?
We had turkey, ham, collard green, sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole. Did I say mac and cheese?
No.
Mac and cheese, corn, and god awful cranberry sauce. My son is the only one that likes
I
that.
love cranberry sauce. I'll eat it by the spoon.
Ugh. Yeah,
So
and I make him take it home.
Your Thanksgiving was pretty black.
Like a black family kind of thing.
Yeah, what
My-
are you saying?
Did you cook?
Yes, I cooked. I'm gonna scratch his eyes out. I swear I'm gonna scratch his eyes out. One of these days,
So,
it's coming.
And
So-
to those that went to New Jersey, don't talk about me. Don't talk about no. Let's
I saw a
moving
video,
on.
speaking
Moving
of
on.
you, I saw a video of a Korean lady actually making soul food.
She's not Korean.
And she was
right.
she was getting down, and I mean, I was
She's
like,
not. She's not Korean.
Right.
Sorry. She's not.
Korean, Filipino, Taiwanese, whatever.
Okay.
Either way,
How was your Thanksgiving?
actually, I went to see my family, and everybody. I didn't bring anything, but
Yeah,
everybody.
he didn't bring nothing back for me.
Brought stuff, and it was turkey, roast turkey, turkey wings, big
Okay.
turkey wings, big salmon,
Okay.
macaroni and cheese, green beans, collard greens, seafood salad, crab legs or crab claws.
Oh, that was a rich Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Rich
was- it
people's
was-
They
Thanksgiving.
have money.
Yeah, rich people's
They
Thanksgiving.
have money.
Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, rich people's Thanksgiving.
It was a pretty good. My sisters went in there and they really did the job.
Yeah,
And how come you didn't bring anything?
They told me just
Just come and
Come
eat.
Just because they say that doesn't stop you from bringing something.
Well, if I'd have brought something, it would have been too much. It would have been
No,
extra.
you could have brought wine
Like
or
what?
soda, or you could have brought something.
Nah. They good.
You don't show up.
Well, they were
empty-handed.
just happy to have their
I
brother.
didn't show up empty-handed.
Who'd you have? Corey with
I
you?
brought a cup.
He fired. No, you can show up at your parents' house empty-handed. You don't go to your friend's house empty-handed. That's
But
the rule.
you know, I think it's because of me traveling the distance. You know?
Okay.
But everybody brought something. Like my mom brought in a sweet potato pie, an
Okay.
apple pie, and it was
Oh, I had those too.
I still
Forgot to add that.
wonder how. I keep telling him I don't know how sweet potato happens to be a pie. It's
Let me tell
weird.
you. Let me tell you.
It's really good.
But
You
it's
can
weird
when
though.
you use sweet potatoes. they're
Wait, does
so-
it come out like a pie?
like a
Mm-hmm.
pie? It's
It's weird.
you're gonna have some.
No,
Yes, you are.
that's weird.
So
Because sweet potato is
If
like
you-
a root kind of
It is.
vegetable,
Uh-huh.
and then you're making that in. Is it, okay, what other besides sweet potato pie? What other vegetable
you
can
can-
you make in a pie?
but speaking of sweet potatoes, you can
Tomato.
It's really
Tomato pie,
Mm-hmm.
just tomatoes.
cake.
It's
Hell
got
no.
cheese in it too.
Nah, not me.
But
Yeah, I've made sweet potato cake.
Yeah, and that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You can make there's a we call it cheesecake,
Yeah.
regular cake,
Yep.
all types of everything. You can just make everything out of sweet potatoes. You can even juice sweet potatoes, and that's actually
I imagine that's hard to do.
That's
it's
weird.
not. I was surprised too.
Hold the raw.
Yes.
Okay.
Ew.
Yes,
and
it
then
comes, and it comes
juice
out
it
really
and
good.
do what? You drink it?
Yeah. I mean, you mix it with something else, you know. But
Like
I
what?
think when I mixed it,
Probably carrot juice. I
yeah,
imagine
I
those
did,
two
I
go
did.
together
It was
well.
I mixed it with roots, and
Yeah.
it was really really good.
Yeah.
But yes,
Oh, wow.
sweet potatoes is like a mega vegetable.
Yeah. You could do a
Yeah.
lot of stuff with it.
And
But you got to remember, you're adding stuff to it like milk and eggs and sugar
Yeah.
and cinnamon. And,
But it's
you know,
not cooked. It's raw.
It's, no,
it's
it's cooked. You bake it like a pie. You bake
Oh,
it
yeah,
in the
that's
oven
true,
like a pie.
same thing you would do
No, the
with
one
corn.
you were saying, the blended one, the juicing.
No, the
Oh,
juice.
now that's
You
raw.
don't have to because
Yeah.
it's juice. What would you cook?
That's
juice
what I'm
for?
saying. Ew.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like sweet potato is too sweet, and it's it's just like saying a yam or something else, or
No.
mash the potato,
The
normal
sweet
regular
potatoes
potato.
is not really sweet like that.
All the
No.
potatoes I've had,
It's-
all the sweet potatoes I've had.
It's
are
what they
sweet.
add to
Add
it.
to it to make it
makes sense.
sweet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because candy yams.
Right.
Woo! Oh, that's some good stuff. Anyway, you'll try it out just to it's good that you find out certain things, because your window is like really really small. You need to eat.
Your
things
window is
other
really
than
really small. Your window is really really
crickets
small.
and
Whatever.
bugs
You know what?
Whatever.
You're ridiculous.
in
I can't believe he said crickets and
Yeah,
grubs.
I'm
in-
not
in
even
English
You're
ivy.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Whatever.
No, we just gonna stop talking to you. We really
All right,
are.
so but Thanksgiving was pretty good. Got to see my family.
That's
I didn't
good.
I didn't stay long. I wanted to see a lot of different things.
But I
that
didn't
haven't
stay
seen.
long. He was there for 3 days though.
No,
Two
I
and
was
a half.
there Wednesday evening,
Yeah.
Thursday, and I left
Came back Friday.
Friday.
Well, still
Friday
3 days.
early.
Still 3 days though. Yeah.
She said that because she missed me.
yeah,
You missed me.
I could see it in our eyes.
And then I came over the first day he got back
Yep,
because that's how much I missed him.
you did. So, anything new?
No, I don't have a lot new. I was telling y'all before we got on air, I went to see Wicked this weekend, and it was sold out everywhere. It was sold out everywhere, and people are really into it. They're dressed up as
What's
both of
it
the
about,
witches.
please?
It's the beginning story of the two witches and the Witches of Oz.
Oh.
So how they became who they are, and how she became the Wicked Witch.
So, for people who don't know, the actual movie, The Wizard of Oz, is not the beginning. Actually.
Right.
It's a part of it in
Right.
the middle of a longer story.
There you go.
Okay.
And this was part one, which I didn't
one.
know.
Okay.
So there's going to be part two coming out soon.
Okay.
But which kind of makes sense because the way they ended it, you were just like, oh, wait a minute. But if you knew the original Wizard of Oz, you could like, okay, this is where that happens. This is where this happens. But I could see them delving into more stuff. So there's going to be a part two.
Okay. So if you guys go ahead and check it out,
If you okay, let me preface
kids-
it. Let me preface it. A, it is a musical, and
Counts me out.
B, it is 2 hours and 40 minutes.
that counts me out.
So let me just say that. So I'm
also I
putting it
cannot.
out
I'm
there.
sure I cannot stand musicals because
I don't like musicals.
one time, the last
Oh, I'm a
the
musical
the one
girl.
I took my kids is we don't talk about Bruno.
Oh yeah.
I was going to die, literally. And then they kept singing that song for the rest of my life. I was going to...
And kids
like,
will hold on to a
oh
song
my
and sing
God,
over
it was
and over
awful.
again.
Oh my God.
Well, that's how my kid. That's how I'm gonna say my kids. That's how Corey was with
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I loved Hamilton too.
Them kids, they can recite the entire.
Yeah, I
And I'm
loved
like,
Hamilton too.
All the songs.
Yeah.
Like, oh Lord, everything. I'm like, can we not do this again, please?
Oh my
Now,
God, I love a good musical.
Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
I did not. I am not a Black Friday shopper. I have never been. Yeah, I hate that. I hate the whole thing. My BFF, their family used to sit at the table at Thanksgiving and plan what they were going to buy and how they were going to rotate the stores.
Oh,
Thanksgiving
strategy.
Day. They were serious shoppers. So I would give her my credit card and my list of stuff. And be like, I'll buy you lunch when this is over. And that's how I did Black Friday shopping.
So for people who have that thing in their mind that, oh, the economy's so bad, whatever, you know what? You can tell from Thanksgiving to now that the economy actually isn't bad. Things are a little bit higher.
Right.
But, that just tells you it was all, talk.
Words. Yeah.
So
No,
yeah.
I'm not a Black Friday shopper. Did you shop any? Oh, well, you were in Jersey. What? It ain't like you can't
Why
shop
you-
in
why
Jersey.
Why are you asking? What are you
I don't
asking?
know. I know.
Of
I'm
all
sorry.
people, he has
Good
he has
point.
shirts and pants and everything since when I was born.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
Well, be happy you can still wear them.
All right, so with that said, what they talking about economy, let's slide this into politics.
Did you open that door?
I did. We're not gonna talk too much because this is like an ongoing thing. As you know, that Donald Trump won the presidency and the Republicans control the Congress,
And
both
Senate.
houses of Congress.
yes.
And you might as well say the Supreme Court too.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So this is a time where they have the transition team, and they start grabbing in their cabinet picks and their whatever.
Right.
So the funny thing about it was, all these the black MAGAs
Ha.
That's weird.
that went out there and supported him and was a front and center, whatever. Guess how many they got appointed?
So far, I've seen two.
Who?
It was one that he appointed to HUD.
I was about to say.
Yeah, because he gives all the black people
Black
HUD.
people get HUD.
Yeah, black people get HUD. And, I can't think of the other person.
No major
I can't
cabinet
think. No,
spots.
it wasn't a major cabinet spot. I can't think of the other one.
Yeah. So
It's
That's
one, yeah,
But
one other
even
person.
aside from that, all right. So I've been following this, and let me tell you, this is the most unqualified, unfit cabinet picks, or I'm gonna say selections I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Well,
It's
it
almost
matches the
laughable.
president.
It does.
So
But
there you go.
It's laughable. They have a guy who he appointed as chief of the Navy, Department of Navy.
Okay. Never been in the
Never
Navy.
been in the military.
Stop playing.
Yeah. And a few of those selections that he had got sexual assault allegations.
Oh,
and
yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah.
His-
Well,
his-
Mark Getz dropped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Because they about to kick that door open.
But they
on
still
him.
they got a few more. They got a guy he just appointed as a head of the FBI,
Okay.
who's said his one of his goals was to come in there and prosecute all those who tried to prosecute Trump for these fake charges.
Pray for this
So, yeah.
country.
This is to me. And I made a post on social media. I said, every major empire crumbles, but usually they crumble from within.
Yeah.
And we're watching it right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
So I won't say more about the politics.
Well,
thing,
I'm
but
hoping that is some Republicans out there with a backbone and not let him get away with some of this stuff. That's my hope, because that's the only hope I can have left.
Yep, I had hope too. November 6th, 5th, whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's the only hope I can have left, is that they grow a backbone, which they won't, because they didn't prior to this. But
Right.
some of them say, "All right, you're out of line."
Well, they did. I'm gonna give it to them. It was because the some of the Republicans did come up and say, "Well, Matt Gaetz as a
Yeah,
attorney general."
yeah.
Nobody even knew he was a lawyer.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
But again, you just had a whole investigation.
Right.
You know?
And I don't think that investigation is finished.
Well, here's the thing. Reason why he resigned from the Congress was because when Congress does the investigations, so like an ethics investigation, it only applies to members of current members of Congress. So if he resigns, the investigation stops. So now he was trying to keep them from actually,
Opening up, right?
What was found,
right?
So,
right.
And of course, like the Republicans do, they all stick together, no matter how despicable
Horrible,
they are.
yeah.
They decided not to put the information out. So, party over country as usual. So,
I just feel bad for whoever daughter that is. I really do. And I know that if it was his daughter, all hell would break loose and everybody would know about it. And, everybody would know this person's name and the whole nine. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we shall see what's coming down
I want
the
to try
line.
not to think about it. Don't bring me down. It's bad enough I had to come out in the cold weather.
All right. So, in the world of sports,
why are we talking about sports?
because we're just going through the different
Okay. All
sports,
right.
entertainment. We talked about entertainment and just throw sports in there. But so, and this is significant because if you follow basketball, college basketball, especially back in the 80s or whatever until now, St. John's Redmen, they call the Red Storm now, but their coach, the legendary coach Lou Carnesecca, passed away at the age of 99. Now,
Wow, 99.
99. And this guy has won over 500 games, 3 Big East titles. When he was at St. John's, he was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, which is for college. Now, it might be for all. I'm not sure, but he's in the Hall of Fame. And the university even renamed their facility after him.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm gonna just throw some things out there, and I know him because I was a St. John's Redmen fan.
Okay.
In the Big East. That was back when your classmates, was the powerhouse, and then they went up against St. John's. That was the two big rivalries. So you had, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Williams.
Okay.
What's the other one? David Wingate from Georgetown versus Chris Mullin, Mark Jackson, Bill Winnington, Willie Glass, which is my cousin.
Okay.
And so I followed them. So that year, 1985, they went to the championship, and they lost. They actually went to the Final Four. They lost to Georgetown. Georgetown went on to play Villanova and lost to Villanova, which nobody expected.
Wow.
And that's significant for me because that was April 1st, 1985, I believe, or 86. It was April 1st because that was the date me, my sister, and my friend got jacked up by the police.
Oh my God.
Because we watched the basketball game. After the game, we walked them to the bus stop, and we got accosted by the police for a curfew violation.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You remember the randomest things.
Yeah, that was like my probably my second run-in with the police.
Okay.
Before
Before you,
anything,
yeah.
But the first one was probably worse, but nothing ever comes out of these things. So I was a good kid.
Oh. So you say we need to talk to Mama and find out if that's true.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you this. I think you can call anybody, and they will vouch for me, pretty much. When it comes to that, anybody, any of my teachers.
So were you a good kid or did you not get caught?
I was a good kid.
Okay.
I
heard that hesitation.
No kid gets caught for everything, but
That's true. Now that is true. No kid get caught for unless he's just bad.
I mean, I never
at hiding.
I never went to my neighbor's yard and stole, mangoes.
Nobody stole mangoes from their neighbor's yard. Sorry.
What was it? Mangoes?
I don't know what you're talking
mangoes.
about. It wasn't mangoes.
Right. So
it was bananas.
Bananas. It was bananas. So let me ask you something. With all the stuff, if you've been following news, of all the stuff that's going on, what do you think is going to be our most challenging thing going forward?
I've been boycotting the news for a little bit
Yeah.
because it
Not
was
good
just
for your-
overload.
A lot of people have
Not
been
good for your mental health.
really-
Yeah, it was just overload, and I was just so thoroughly disappointed by the election and just by people in general. I have really been boycotting news. But one story that I did look at, and I thought when you said sports, we were going to talk about it. And I don't know all the particulars because I was only like walking by and I would stop and look at it. But a girls' volleyball team decided to not play because there was a transgender male, transgender female on another team.
I heard that, but I didn't know what it was over. So
Okay.
So now you brought a little clarity.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I tell you all the time. It depends on where they are in their transition, because depending on where they are in their transition, they have more estrogen than I do right now. So it depends on where they are in their
But
transition.
estrogen does not really, because there's some men now that got a lot of estrogen that play professional sports. But the thing is, I'm gonna say why, and I have nothing against trans people.
Yeah, but
right?
what you have to remember is that once they start giving them the estrogen, they're decreasing the testosterone.
Okay.
So
does it decrease their muscle mass, that height, that swiftness?
it's not going to decrease their height. And I can't really say
Exactly.
about muscle mass because I'm not a doctor.
Right. So here's the thing, they have women in men's sports, and they divvy it up because of biology, knowing that it's not always 100% true, but knowing that there's a differences in the physique and the physiology of a male and female. So when you have a person who's trans, whether it be trans woman, trans man, that kind of goes against the whole separation of sports. So it's not saying that if you feel you're a certain person or a certain thing or whatever it is, it's not saying that, we can't respect who you want to be or who you claim to be or anything like that. But it still does not eliminate the rules of why we have the separation of women's sports and men's sports. So I do understand them saying, no, we're not going to play with a trans woman on the volleyball team. Same thing with boxing. Or what was it? MMA, where that trans woman fought another woman MMA boxer or MMA fighter and destroyed her. Like she had like grapefruits on her head. I mean, it was horrible, So, you can respect people's wishes and stuff like that, but at some point there has to be a line drawn in the sand, and look at the logical part of it. There's a reason why there's a separation of sports. Period. So, kudos to those women. Hey, if you need, but if that person wanted to play volleyball, you said volleyball, try out for the men's team, or if the society,
then they're not going to let them play on a men's team.
Why?
Because she's trans woman.
Oh,
They're not going to let her play on a men's team.
Well,
So now you're saying that part of her life is over.
unless they decide to come up with I guess something in the middle where they just say, it's mixed. You get me? Because they can do that.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be fair, because
okay.
you would have men who can't make the men's volleyball team, but might be still better than, But interesting though.
This is one of those things that we will never agree on.
So you do think a woman should
Listen,
play?
I don't. You are so wrong for that. You are absolutely so wrong for that. What is wrong with you? He gets on our case if we hit the mic. He gonna sit here and just crunch a whole bottle.
That was,
It does-
it
it's
was
habit.
automatic. Yeah, it's
It
habit.
does that. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
what I was saying was I don't follow enough sports. I don't feel like I'm the sports authority, to be able to say that. But I feel like if a person wants to play, then they should have the ability to play.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but I'm just saying if there's a limit to what somebody wants to do. If I want to do certain things, that's just because I want to do it don't mean it is going to be right or fair, right? I think they should be co-ed showers, right? No, just follow me. Co-ed showers. I think it should be co-ed, but is that right for everybody else?
No.
Absolutely, and it's the same principle that applies.
Not, though. Okay,
Why wouldn't it be?
we're just gonna
No. We
go
it's
to
a
the next
discussion.
thing.
It's a discussion. But I'm just asking, why would it not be? Is just because I want to do certain things doesn't mean that all the rules have to change to bend to me. There's reasons why there's not co-ed showers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why there's a men's and women's showers, right? Except in Star Troopers. They didn't care.
Okay.
Which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, we just going to keep on rolling on. That's what we going to do. Because I can't stand him right now.
No, all right. So no, seriously though, that's Star Troopers though. They treated everybody the same.
What the hell is Star Troopers?
You remember, Star Troopers is a movie. Is a where this big old comet came from outer space and destroyed certain cities, and they went to war against the insect people, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry I asked.
But they came and joined the military to go fight these, whatever. So they were Star Troopers, but they treated everybody the same. Men and women, they fought together, whatever. They did everything together. Even when they went in the shower they showered together. I just thought that was like so progressive.
I'm sorry, family. He digresses. And I'm sorry I asked.
All right.
So when women joined the military, they changed all the rules for them.
No, they didn't. When women
joined the military, when
which
women
part?
started
'Cause it was
joining combat military, you know. So some rules changed for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a thought.
But all rules do change over time. But they didn't change, and they actually, now that you mention that, the guy who was appointed as the new defense secretary says he wants that rolled back.
What do you mean wants what rolled back?
No women in combat. Yes. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
What is his reasoning to that?
He doesn't feel that women should be in combat. It's the reasons why women aren't in combat. It's the same reason why women aren't drafted. Why if women can go to if women would say, hey, you know what, we're the same. We want to be treated the same. Then that means you I guess you should be for being drafted as well.
Okay.
At some point, somebody's going to have the thought in their head to, war and all that other, that's fine and dandy, but you still have to protect your society. You can't have your women going out there getting killed in battle and leaving your population short on women.
But you can leave it short on men?
Yes, because theoretically, you only need a few men to keep your population up.
Okay.
Yep. That good old science.
Okay.
All right, so I did have all right, so I stole this off of Facebook, right? They had a scenario.
Oh,
or
here
choice.
Here we go. Here we go with his scenario. So what's the scenario?
All right, so scenario was now no matter how crazy it is,
Aye.
but I'm gonna make it a legitimate because this actually happened before, and I apologize to anybody who's out there who was involved in this, but some years ago, there was a robbery at one of the businesses, and the robber forced the, I guess, customers or customers or employees to have sex with each other.
Ew.
Yeah. So the question would be, and this was what I saw on Facebook, if your best friend was dying, and the only way you could save him was to have relations, to have relations with your best friend, what would you do? Would you let her die, or would you let her survive?
I'll buy the casket.
I don't know where you come up with these scenarios, man.
I don't come up with the scenarios. I'm just saying, I'm an observer, right? But anyway, it goes back to that.
It's not about the lady now. For me, if it's a life or death situation, I don't think I have a problem with it. As long as it's gonna be one time. But knowing men, it will never be one time.
Okay, but something like that does happen. Let's say, like in that case some years ago, where that happened, and the guy said, y'all better do it, or I'm shooting both of y'all, or I'm shooting this person.
I want to know how a man is going to perform under those circumstances.
And I'm glad you said that, because that's always been on my mind.
Yeah,
And
like
that's something
how
that
is he going to do it?
Duress.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
how
talk
is
about
he
pressure.
really going? Right. And are there other people around in
Yeah.
this scenario?
Well,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
That's a porn
it wasn't,
scene.
It wasn't.
So-
It wasn't crowded or anything like that. You're talking about that incident that happened, but
Okay.
you know, yeah, that's that.
How about you? What if it was a life and death situation? Would you let your your best friend sleep with your woman?
sleep with my woman?
Yeah.
It was a life and death situation,
Yeah.
and it was my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Liar.
I would. It's life and death. You get past that part. You can't get past death. Death is gone. It's final. Finite.
He lies.
I'm stunned. I'm stunned
not.
that
Well,
yeah.
I mean, this again, life and death. And it's not like it was the next door neighbor. You said
Is your best friend?
my best friend. So
I'll prefer my next door neighbor to my best friend.
no, to save the next door neighbor's life.
Well, here's the thing for me. Like, y'all got to look at each other. Y'all gonna be around each other some
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's not just like it's gonna be this one time and then I'm never gonna see her again.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna be around each other some more. So how
So it's
awkward is that?
so it's either I switch husbands or switch best friends.
So how awkward would it be if you got
Yeah.
to be around your best friend's family and you got to go the rest of your life saying, "Oh, you know what? My best friend is dead because of one incident that
Oh,
that
wow.
wasn't their no fault of theirs. It's not like they wanted to do it. It's like that it was something that had to be done."
Oh wow. Well, there are other men in the world. Doesn't have to be men. That's if
Yeah, that's just weird. That's a hard call. That's a hard call. It really is.
It ain't hard for me.
You saying it's not
It's
hard
not
for
hard for me at
you?
all.
I don't believe him though.
I
but
don't
yeah.
believe him
It's not
either.
hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't believe him either.
And I would hope that, you know, if somebody was trying to save my life over something of the flesh, something that's, you know, that's going to take a moment in life.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a
Well,
lie.
see,
I don't believe.
right.
Why do I feel like you're being sarcastic?
All right, let's take the sex
though?
part off it. Let's take the sex part out of it, though. Let's see.
Yeah, if it's not
see.
sex, yeah.
Let's say,
Anything
no, I'm
else?
going to give you something just as bad. So, let's say, lamb chop. Your best friend is on the chopping block. They said, well, if we will save your best friend, if you run down this dark alley, a mile long,
With
at
clown,
night,
with
dark,
clowns.
with clowns.
Oh shit. Okay, family, y'all don't know that I absolutely positively hate clowns with everything that I am, but I would manage that.
You imagine, okay.
I
so-
would manage that.
Okay.
She only has.
And I have to go back to the sex thing because you just nonchalantly was just like, yeah, he can have sex with her.
I
But
don't believe him.
what's the difference between that and her having sex with a stranger? Like, you
That's
know,
what he said. He said
it was somebody I just
Well,
happened to
the-
have sex with that one time. We're never doing it again.
The difference is it's to save a life.
Okay.
So
You can forgive as long as she's saving a life.
because
but
it's nothing to forgive. If it's up to me and they say, hey, it's up to you. You make this decision. I'll do it. You know, if you say do it to save your best friend, I'm be like, do it.
I don't believe you. I still
yeah,
don't believe you.
yeah. Because I just see so many ramifications. Like I see so many
Now-
things
Down
down,
the
the
line.
line. Yeah.
You may have those things.
But
down
for
the
a
line.
female, for me, if it was a female, if it was a female doing it, like if it's my as I'm a female, like my significant other, a guy doing it for my. So if it was me to do it for somebody, I know that it can be just one time. I know that it can just be that one time.
It could be just one time for anybody.
It's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
No.
That's a lie.
You assume that the guy
That's a lie.
actually even wants to do it. Like the
The
girl or the
guys
guy,
do not. Guys do not pass it
no,
down
it
the
could be a guy or
opportunity
girl that
to
just
get
not-
free pussy.
Wait, well, that's just not even attractive.
Free
You know?
pussy.
No, everybody,
You.
everybody does
I
not
don't.
just
I
take
don't
free.
trust you, and I don't believe you.
I'm
Sorry.
just saying. I could tell you, with a 100% accuracy, that there's been
So if
many
you think that,
instances-
so you think that if you did it one time for that reason and the pussy was good, you
I don't
think
have to think about it. I know. You said it was good. I was trying to clarify those things.
Yeah, and the
So
pussy was good.
No, you don't. Hey, you know what? You
Oh
do that.
wow. Yeah. Oh,
You know,
Okay, let's make sure we put it explicit on this on this podcast.
so,
I don't
yeah,
know.
no,
I don't know.
I still do not believe you. Whatever
So-
you say.
No,
I
that's
don't believe
to
it.
assume. Like I'm gonna tell you this. To say that is like, to assume that a person has no type of self control whatsoever, and you got to
That's
figure.
what I'm saying. That it's easy for you to say yes for your female. It's okay because you can feel like okay, it's gonna be one thing. That's what I'm saying. If
Well, I'm saying
the
even if
sexes
let's
were
say-
reversed,
let's
I
say-
don't trust a man enough.
Let's say it was.
for that.
Let's say it was me, and I'm telling my significant other that they can go ahead and do it. I'm not saying that that she or he might not think that later on we might need.
And how
might
do
wanna
you
revisit it.
come back? How do you come back from that though? Does it affect you? Do you think about it?
Right,
Do
that's
you-
what I'm
you could
saying.
think about
That's
it,
what I'm
but
saying.
I-
And
I'd
how
rather-
y'all gonna
And don't
be
you ever
BFFs
judge?
again?
Don't you ever judge me after that? Some people will still come back and judge you. Women can accept stuff, but men they find stuff like that difficult to accept. It would affect them mentally.
Yep.
They'll
I
think
agree.
about it.
I
It will
agree.
affect their relationship. Even though they said do it, it's gonna affect the
I agree.
relationship.
And now you're out of your
Yeah.
BFF and your wife.
Exactly.
And you know what? But so be it. But I'm not going to be the cause of my best friend's death, even if I had to lose his friendship. And
Your
you know,
relationship. Wow.
I'm not going to be responsible for that.
Okay.
Because, like I said, death is final.
Yeah.
You can always get a new significant other. You can always get
wow.
a new best friend. You can.
No, not everybody. Some
Everybody.
people are
There's
special.
always somebody.
Are
for
really
somebody.
special.
And now, because technology and science is advancing, you can just go order one.
So you'd rather have a robot, an
I'm just
AI?
saying, AI is
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna need both y'all's measurements.
Yeah, no. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever.
But yeah, so-
I definitely wouldn't want to be responsible for anybody dying.
Yeah.
I
I
definitely wouldn't want that.
Even if, like
But
I said-
I don't think that it's going to be a hit it and quit it. I think there are going to be consequences.
That's what I'm saying
been,
too.
But how can you say it? Because there's been cases of people just having just a hit and quit. There's many cases of that. And I'm sure there's many guys out there that's hit and quit. And there's girls that had, I just wanted to, I was in the Mexico, just on a girls trip, and it was this one time back in such and such.
Okay, you're not ever
Maybe
seeing
because
that person
again.
again.
That's what I'm sorry.
Right, but
Yeah,
you
that's
still,
what I'm saying.
you can still, if that's something that you want to decide, well, if we do this, I really, just because we need to make this less awkward or better, we can't see each other again, and your friendship, you have to see him somewhere else, or, let him move to another state, something along, there's things that you could do, but I just,
Okay. If you say so.
There's things, just as you would forgive somebody like your husband, that, or your wife that made a mistake. If you guys were in love and you talked about it and said, well, I understand this was a issue for you, and this is not something that was given permission for, right? But they did it, and you decide to talk about it, and you say, well, you know what? Let's make this thing better, and let's move on. Even though you may not trust the person as much later on, you can still, live a full life.
Yeah.
So
with that person.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like, it's not like they're saying, hey, I want to do it to such and such. So, they're saying this person's going to die unless you do X, Y, Z.
Okay.
So, and I'm,
FY, so you're basically the cheerful giver. Okay.
life and
He's
death.
saying that now. He's saying
I'm
he's a
saying-
cheerful giver
listen,
now. But
I said life and death. I ain't say because somebody thought they was good looking or somebody is their birthday, nothing like that.
so you would be okay with having sex with your wife after that?
Sure. Yeah. Not a problem.
Okay.
If
No
you
problem.
say so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
If you
okay
say
if
so.
you say so.
Correct.
I'm gonna leave it at
And
that.
again, remember, it's because of what I said, or I
You gave
asked them to-
permission.
right? So, and it's not even like that she wanted it. I basically told her take one for the team. So that's all. That would be all of me. I couldn't blame her.
You could.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
For your
yes, you could.
your own best
It wouldn't
your
be
own best
right.
friend, right?
It
Your
wouldn't
best
be
friend can
right,
die.
but
Who
you
cares?
could blame her
Oh, you
for
mean
that. You could
literally
at somewhere down the line be like,
well,
you
Wait,
slept
but-
with my best friend.
Exactly, but the woman in question too, like, but I don't care about your best friend.
Right,
That's his business.
right,
no, but just theoretically,
Right.
just because of the situation.
No, I'm like, R.I.P.
Nah.
I don't like your best friend. I don't want your best friend touching me. No.
Or how about
Hell
this? How
no.
about the? It's not the best. Is to save the guy's best friend that he has to.
I won't even get wet. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you have to like somebody for you to, even as a woman as
Yeah.
well. So I just thought about it. Like, for you have to like someone for you to want to do that. Except if it's rape.
Men too.
No, men can just get it up. Just see a nipple and then they're up.
Yeah, that's a difficult. That's a sticky wicket.
Both ways.
That's a
'cause,
sticky wicket.
It's
It
not.
is.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. And it's not your permission to give. Even if you give your permission, the person might not
Yeah.
feel like. I'm like,
Like,
Well,
I don't care
for the
if you say
scenario's
this.
sake,
Yeah,
okay.
So just to let you know, it's not something that the person is saying. They
yeah,
wanna
I
do
got
or they're
the
volunteering.
cheerful giver
You get
part.
it.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get
Yeah.
it. You're cheerful giver. We get it.
It's not being a cheerful giver. It's like it's about saving the person's life.
Life. Oh, okay.
That's important to you.
Okay, sir.
So anyway, I asked some people on the,
I think you gonna die.
most of them said yes, right? But one person in particular said they would allow to have sex with her, but not any like oral sex.
What? I would prefer Sorry, I would prefer oral sex
Then,
to actual sex.
okay.
I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's no penetration.
Exactly.
But he's not gonna kiss her ever again.
Yeah. So, but it's the one, she's just enjoying it. So there's no. Is his tongue? Is not anything else. I would. Yeah. I would do that. I would rather do that.
So most people, if I had to
So
put a guess on it-
someone would prefer oral sex. I mean, penetration to oral sex.
yes,
That's crazy.
yes. And one lady
What
said,
people do we have on our what kind of people?
she said she would let him and then be ready for anything possible breakup.
Exactly.
Right,
That's what we're
right.
saying.
That's what we're
And I
saying.
said, why a
Yeah.
breakup? And she said, I won't look at him the same. The same
Right.
will be playing in the back of her head.
Right. Or her best friend.
Correct.
And then one girl said, let her die.
Like, she ain't playing. She like, you got to go, sis. I love you. We had a good run, but it's time for you to go.
So the majority of the women on the actual post on social media actually said, well, this is some of the comments. I'm helping them plan the funeral, and I'll bring flowers, and what do you want me to
I'll
bring
help
to the
take care of the kids.
Something like that. The guys was like, that's pretty selfish.
Oh my God.
know?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so quick one. I have this stories I wanted to share about people, weird people, not weird, like people with conditions, rare conditions.
Oh gosh.
So it's not bad. So there's a British boy that suffers from 1 in 7 billion disability. That means he would always look and act like a toddler, despite now being 13 years old.
Oh wow.
It looks like a
So
child.
he's not
That's
going to
a
grow. Oh my God, he does.
actual toddler.
He really does look like a baby.
Yeah. So
So his bones aren't growing.
his
like
name is
nothing?
Angus Palms. He has a rare chromosome abnormality which has stunted his growth. The 13-year-old from wherever weighs just 2 st. What does that mean? And 2 lbs, 2 pounds, and is 3 feet 1 inches tall. 1 inch tall. The teenager suffers from an incredibly rare disability and will always look young.
Wow.
Well,
Forever young.
forever young, forever young. Also, there's this lady. Her name is Luciana Walcan. She has a rare illness that turns her muscles, tendons, and ligaments into solid bones.
Oh wow!
Oh, that sounds
Like
painful.
she like a Tin Man.
Yeah, so she's like a modern day statue because
That
she cannot
sounds
move. All her,
painful.
yeah, everything is painful. She has already lost use of her right hand, but still does her own makeup. So she's like, her body's kind of twisted.
Oh, that poor woman.
Yeah. So, this is also called what she has is called stone man syndrome.
Wow.
Stone Manson. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it says
You
she
know
was
what?
born.
He got that look that it's gross. I know he's
I'm
thinking
saying,
something really
yeah,
gross.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know, can it be kind of pushed to one part?
No.
So it's the whole body.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
The
so
entire
tired.
body. Okay. I'm saying.
Stop talking to me.
So there's this person. Okay, there's Antoine and Dejoa. They are actually on TikTok. Those ones are on TikTok, and both of them decided to get married. This is how small they are. They're really
Oh,
small.
wow.
Antoine and
About 2
Deja.
feet.
No, this is them. Yeah,
They have dwarfism?
yeah. They power couple and rising social media star Dejoa and Antoine were both born with osteogenesis imperfecta, also known as brittle bone disease.
Oh, okay. Like Mr. Glass.
The condition
Yeah.
means their bones are like glass.
Yeah.
And they estimate that between them, they have suffered painful breaks over 600 times.
Ugh.
The couple have both fractured ribs just by sneezing before. Ew. But their shared experience of OI has meant they can really understand each other.
Right.
When we are hurt, we know how to handle each other pretty well.
Right.
That's not right.
How do they have sex?
Okay, so I'm glad you said it because I was wondering too.
You was thinking it, but I said it.
I think I saw maybe the girl, she's pregnant or something.
Well, they doing it.
But now, how does she carry?
Right. Now, she may not be able to. She may not be
'Cause
able to.
I would imagine it would break
Yeah,
hips.
it would break her everything.
Everything, right?
Ribs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So there's somebody else, Vesivia Bourne. She suffers a visible heart.
Oh, I've seen that.
Wow.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
And there's somebody else called Hunter whatever.
Hunter
Steinitz?
Steinitz.
That one has she has a rare genetic condition, which means her skin is too thick and she has dry patches all over her body. She's unable to close her eyes.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
See, because it's so dry. Can you see it's so dry?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a movie on MGM Plus, I think.
Jim.
MGM. Where the people look just like,
That.
yeah, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called F-O-R.
They can't close their eyes? Or they just have that look?
They just had that look.
Okay.
You know, and I think that's what it's called. But it's a good movie if you want to see it. I only got to see like a little bit of it because then you had to get a subscription. So,
You are so cheap.
I was not getting a subscription. That's how they get you little nickel
It
and dime
really
with all the
is.
different things in
It
there.
really is.
There's somebody else, Annabelle Whitehouse, from Sutton Coldfield. She was diagnosed with whatever she was diagnosed with, which has caused the youngster's skin to turn red, sore, and flaky since her birth.
So like a dragon.
Yeah.
He is obsessed
Like
with
she's
dragons.
red and all of that, and then
And
she had-
patchy.
yeah,
You see it? Did
Huh?
you have a picture?
yeah, but not this one, not in this picture here.
Oh, okay.
She's a white girl.
Her face is a little red though.
Yeah, like she has patch. This is not one of. This is not a picture. Probably deleted
Right.
the other one.
Now, you know, back in the day, all these little things would have been, some type
Witch.
of... Yeah.
Witchcraft.
Yeah,
Or
they
some
They're red.
Devil.
monstrosity. Or,
Yeah, they
that's the,
tried to kill
the
him.
dragon in the...
Oh, and then I showed him the shortest woman in the world.
Which I thought was got to be impossible. Like, I'm still not a...
How tall is she?
She's like the
3
size of a...
3 feet.
Like forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
show you.
Barbie doll.
Right.
Or
He didn't believe she was real. He said, I won't say what
That's
you said.
about
she
the
looked
size
like.
of a giant Barbie.
I won't say.
no, I...
Don't
so,
say what she. What
I
she
know.
Oh
Somebody,
please,
That's
don't say
offensive.
No,
nothing
I said
gross.
no. It wasn't gross. I'm
Said
thinking it was a it was fake
Okay.
I think they dressed up like a little, capuchin monkey with some clothes and stuff. But that's the size.
Oh my God.
You know how people do trying to get money with Photoshop.
Oh my goodness. She's 2 feet 1 inches. Is that what they say?
Yeah, 2
feet 1 inch.
I don't believe it. I still think it's a monkey that they dressed up.
See her here.
What is wrong with you? Oh my God, look how little she is.
Oh my God.
You just don't think it's real.
I'm not a believer.
Well,
She's
we
not
are in that age where they could make anything look real.
Well, she got Guinness Book of Record though. She's
Okay,
in the Guinness
so
Book of
she might
World
be
Record.
real. She's in the Guinness
real.
Book of
Okay.
World Records.
And then I showed him the tallest woman.
I'm sure he said something inappropriate.
No, but look, I don't say inappropriate things.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I wish I could scoot this chair over because that lightning gonna come and strike you. I don't want to be in distance. I don't want to be in close proximity.
It actually looks
Did it give her actual height? I don't remember the height.
7 something.
No, it's because it's got to be somebody taller than that. I think it was somebody that was at least
7
8 foot.
No, she's tallest woman.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
it's a
okay,
man
okay,
that might
all
be
right.
taller than that. Holy cow! And she's probably
Don't
got
go near
all
her
kind of
next to her.
medical.
Yeah, she's 7 foot what?
She's probably got a lot of medical issues.
Like
too.
7'7"?
7. She's just 7.
And she can't fit anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
she needs, yeah. She
when they
also
that
needs-
tall, they can't. They're driving in a car or getting on an airplane.
So she needs a
Yeah.
wheelchair walker to move around. 'cause her
Yeah,
bones-
and they probably had to specially built it.
yeah,
You
for her.
know, that poor lady.
Oh.
Listen, you
And
said
she's-
something about a
she's-
good show.
She's best friends with the
The shortest person in the world.
So real quick, I wanted to talk about something, and this is more for you, Thelonious Flavius Feather, right?
Yeah, she gets a new one added every week.
You'd always get these little things, right? It says this is tragic news. A tragic incident occurred in northern Nigeria where a boat capsized on the river Niger, resulting in at least 27 fatalities and
Holy
over 100
cow.
individuals, mostly women, reported missing as they were en route to a food market.
Oh my God.
The boat was carrying around 200 passengers traveling from, is it Kogi State to Niger State when it overturned, highlighting the dangers of overcrowded vessels in the region. So I've seen that in different places where, people, like in India, with how you see with the train, right?
Yeah.
So they piled on this boat and the boat capsized. Have you
God.
heard that before? Like, is it a common thing?
No, because I've never been. Okay, but there's some people that there are areas where they stay.
Because the roads are real bad. So
Yeah,
it's the
so
best
they
way to
go
travel.
via boat and all of that. But
Oh my God, that's sad.
all these things I'm sure they happen, but I'm sure there's no consequence. There's no we're investigating nothing and all of that. So,
Really?
yeah, and then I've heard that sometimes when people, I've seen someone that when you want to cross over a river
Mhm.
or whatever, you have to like appease the gods of the river, of the sea.
Mhm.
Yeah. You give them stuff,
Right.
put stuff and whatever in the river while you're traveling and all
Mhm.
of that. I've heard stories of people doing that
Wow.
to be able to cross safely,
Yeah.
because they believe we have like some gods in the water and all
Mhm.
of that make stuff happen. So
Wow.
that's
so you were
unfortunate.
saying that there's not going to be an investigation. So the
don't
boat
think so.
owner can just if the boat owner survived, he
Well,
might
they
not have
said-
survived.
Overcrowding and inadequate maintenance of boats have
Exactly.
been linked to previous deadly accidents in Nigeria, where many vessels are built locally without adherence to safety standards. So,
Exactly. So
Wow.
it's
And-
it's a risk.
It's
It's a
just-
risky stuff.
so
Right.
I guess the speaking of which, let me tie this in. So the regulation thing. So if you don't have those strict regulations, those are the things that happen. So now we
Right.
have somebody who's coming into office, and they're trying right now to just knock out
Yep.
all the regulatory agencies, the Consumer Protection
Protection,
Agency.
food and drug,
Yeah.
all
So-
of those things.
So there's a reason why we have these regulatory agencies, because of things that happened in the past.
right, because
So-
people died.
Exactly.
Usually because people died. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so sad. Because they probably just trying to make a living, or
Correct.
just
Right.
trying to,
Correct.
get to their families or
Yeah.
provide food
Buy
for their
stuff.
families.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, that's so sad.
I've never been on the boat.
But you never been out of Lagos, right?
Whatever.
I'm asking because you remember.
I
you said-
have.
Oh, you have.
To neighboring states,
Okay.
like 1 hour drive.
He's like, you're not going further than that.
No,
Oh my
not
gosh,
me.
that is so sad. And it's rules in place for a reason to help people, in case something like this happens. But I think Americans protect what they want to protect too, because
That's a fact.
Sandy Hook, Columbine.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going down the list? So
Yeah, they'll come up with all types of excuses.
yeah,
And you know what the funny thing about it is? It's always down to what? Money. Every
Money.
single thing.
Mhm.
Money.
Money.
Well, we can't have these regulations because it's going to cost the company so much money to
Right.
keep you alive.
Right.
Or to keep you healthy.
Right.
Always money. Well, we can't have environmental things in place because it's going to cost more
Money.
money.
Right. But it's going to kill people if you don't have
Yeah.
them in place.
Or those beach houses that you got, millions and millions of dollars is being, thrown into the ocean
Yeah.
because of climate change.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So I saw on the news, the little bit of news that I do watch, that right now they're trying to pass a law that will provide weight loss drugs for obesity
I saw that.
for Medicare and medical assistance clients.
I saw that.
And people are just like up in arms, like it's
What?
going to cost a fortune.
Yeah.
We can't do that. And blah, 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 blah. But, in the long run, it is going to be cheaper than providing the medical care that these people are going to need. So
Yeah, but how
Why
safe?
can't they just go to the
But
gym
how
like
safe-
everybody
yeah.
else?
yeah.
That's the-
But
If
how
it was
safe?
that
How
easy, of
safe
course
is the
they would.
medication
Right.
though? How safe?
It's very safe. People are taking it now and not dying. You know what I'm saying? It'll
Let's
be very
10
safe.
years, 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
It's safe.
But
Yeah.
weigh it over, if you 600 pounds,
Right.
you probably don't
Right.
have 10 years.
Yeah. You definitely
No.
don't have 10 years. So,
And that quality of life during those 10 years is
Exactly.
probably not really good either.
exactly. So, and somebody said, like, just provide them with better food to eat, then this wouldn't be a problem.
Costs more money.
Absolutely costs more money. And, people are living in these food deserts. So
Right.
how do you think you're going to provide that fresher foods for them if they don't have a grocery store?
But you know what's funny? I was talking to somebody from Nigeria. About obesity, and then I'm like, it's how Americans are. I've never been anywhere else besides Nigeria and America. Okay, UK for a while, but then not really. So it's how they're shaped, like how big they get. I don't think. It's weird. I've never seen like how big they get. They really get. I'm like, can the body expand? I didn't even know
Let me tell you.
that the body could expand that way. And then we, as Africans or Nigerians, if we get fat, it's usually just a big stomach, big bum, big breast. But here, the
It's
way
big all the way
oh my
around.
god, the stomach comes down to the fit, and then everything is like so big. I'm like, is there something different, or what is it? I don't know what.
I could tell you this.
It's the food.
It's the food. So everything has sugar in it. And you
And
got to talk
salt.
about salt. Over all these years, and sugar is addictive. I know. You get used to that. And, we're in a society right now that everything has to come fast. Right? So nobody's really cooking food. A lot of people aren't. They're just going to grab this out of the Walmart freezer or the supermarket freezer, and everything's
Or
so
fast
fast.
food.
Or fast food, yes. And with high content of fat, high content of sugar, high content of salt. And you get used to that.
And we have a sedentary life.
Yes.
Let's say
Yes,
that,
that was
we
next.
don't get up and we don't walk and we don't, go to the gym. Or,
Right.
Yeah, the America
Kids
is
don't
really-
even go outside.
I feel so
anymore.
late.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I
Yeah.
feel so. Even I never used to be like this. I used to walk. Because I used to. Sometimes I didn't have to take my car. If I needed to
Right.
go somewhere, I would just walk down the street, walk here, walk there. But now, I don't even walk. Like I don't
Right.
walk anywhere.
Good.
Right.
So in the evening time, we're going to walk.
Okay, he keeps saying that, but I ain't
I don't
walking away
walk-
when it's cold. I ain't doing it.
Like I don't walk anywhere. I can't. Walmart is so close to my house, but I can't even walk down there.
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't
you
walk to
gotta
Walmart because you got to
Bring the stuff back. Yeah.
And that's another reason too. So who wants to haul? If you got to go different places, haul
Right.
stuff. In Africa, you could throw it on your top of your head. You got the
You know
the-
what?
Whatever.
No, seriously,
We don't-
that's
not necessarily. I don't
No.
put stuff on my head,
not
but
you because
we
you
have
were-
bags.
I'm talking
Right.
They
about.
put stuff.
I know people who actually do this.
Yeah, that's
you know,
people.
But they also only going down to get what they're cooking for that day,
yes.
or cooking for maybe 2 days.
So if you're going to buy, even while I was growing up, if my mom needed to buy stuff, my mom likes to buy stuff for like the month, for whatever.
Mhm.
So we take the car
right,
and then we
Right.
buy stuff in the car and then bring it home. So you cannot put stuff like that on your head. So. but it's different also because we have all these things accessible. You can only buy stuff at the store. We have people on the roadside selling
Right.
all these stuffs.
right.
You want to buy
'cause
pepper?
You're in an urban area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But you want to buy pepper. You want to buy pepper. You want to buy whatever. You want to buy tomato. You want to buy anything. You can find
You
them on
just
the street.
walk
You
right,
just
right,
walk
right.
up to them and then buy what
Mhm.
you need and go back to your house. But here it's like everything is.
No, it's,
You
no,
have to
it's,
go
it's the
somewhere.
same. It's the same. When
You
you're in
don't-
when you're in an urban area, you have to go to the supermarkets, whatever.
So
But
what is
once
this,
you
a
get-
rural area?
Once you get
Mhm.
this is
This is a rural area.
this
Oh really?
when you go to the outer areas, like in some places over there too, you have
Roadside
roadside
stands.
stands. You
Mhm.
have all type like farmers markets and stuff like that. You have a lot of different things. So it depends on where you are.
Located. Oh okay.
Yeah. And that's why when we used to play football, right? We played some of the high schools that was how we said in the cornfields or the sticks,
Right,
whatever,
right.
We said these big corn-fed dudes because they had access to all this fresh fruit and vegetables that was right there.
Right.
You
And then somebody lived on a farm and you bartered for,
Right.
the meat was fresh. So you bartered somebody, you gave them a basket of corn for a couple of pounds of hamburger. Like, so everything was fresh.
Right.
Everything was fresh and you didn't have to pile your freezer up with stuff that just wasn't healthy. And I think we're trying to shift back to that, but it's just too many, like I said, it's too many food deserts. It's too many urban areas where you have to catch the bus to get to the grocery store. And then when you get there, it's not necessarily the freshest food available to you.
And guess what? Now they don't even give us bags anymore.
yeah, and
So
then
that
there's
was-
well, that's a good
now you
thing
gotta
too.
Yeah,
buy
the
a
bad
bag.
thing too.
Yeah.
No, but it's a good thing because even if you went to Walmart up the street, right? When you drove into it, what'd you see over to the right hand side in the trees?
Yeah.
It was like the trees
plastic
were
bags.
growing plastic bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The plastic
I'm
bags.
glad they did that.
So,
honestly,
yeah, that's
So.
definitely helpful. But yeah, it's a lot to that. And I think we probably should have a whole
episode.
yeah, that's the word. And talking about food and food deserts and how we can become healthier.
Yeah, maybe we could bring in Ryan Coleman because I know he's president of the Randallstown NAACP, and they've been working hard trying to get
Awareness. Awareness.
not awareness, trying to get food markets in the area.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because a few closed, close to here recently. So
Yeah,
they're
but-
trying to replace some of those.
Yeah, in this area, I don't really consider it food. They do. I don't consider it a food desert, but
I mean,
we'll
I
talk
guess
about it.
it's easier for you to not consider it a food desert because you can get in your car and go get food if you
No,
want it.
well,
But for some people
well,
who
I'm
have
saying-
to walk and catch the bus,
right, but that's
it is a food desert.
But I wouldn't say if a food desert has to be some place that you can walk to. Like where I grew up, we had you had to catch the bus or you walked, whatever. It's the same. There's I don't think there's not a supermarket or a food place outside of walking distance in this area. Even look at it, they call it food desert. They got Aldi's, they got Food Lion, they have Walmart, they have several African food markets
okay,
with fruits and vegetables and stuff like that and meat.
I still think
So,
it's
You
Yeah,
got
I'm
rural
questioning.
farms
okay. So it's time.
this time. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our wine and pasta thing coming up February 14th. This is Valentine's Day.
I don't know why he thinks I don't have a vowel, and then he has to put the wine and pasta thing on. Not everybody's like you,
A vow.
a Valentine person, a vow. That's what we call it.
A
Why you doing
Valentine
like-
person.
Yeah, a vow. We always say, "Who's your vow?"
Oh,
Yeah,
I never heard that.
you cannot hear it because you're
I never
boring
heard
life.
that. Anyways, February 14th.
Other people have love in their life. You cannot just put
February-
our thing and think I'm going to be available for that.
No wahala.
Whatever.
Anyway, February 14th. Don't wait till the last minute. We're going to have wine and pasta.
Don't you have something to do with your husband on February 14th?
So anyway, like he was saying,
We
really don't celebrate Valentine's. We really don't. We never have. We just wait till candy go on sale and buy it the next day, half off.
Well, for those who do celebrate,
And then you do.
Valentine's
Wait. Hold on, please. I
Okay,
have
go
something
ahead.
else to say. What time was it again?
so had you not interrupted me, I probably would have got to the time part in there.
Okay,
Okay, but go ahead. What else you want to ask?
that's
Get
the
on-
time I'm asking.
It's. I don't even remember now. You didn't.
And Valentine's Day is on a Friday, so.
It is on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Friday, February 14th. I believe it's from 5 to 8. Just enough time to get off from work and go, treat your
Have some food, and then if
Yes.
you still want to do something else, you got
You can.
time, because young people don't start hanging out until 9 or
Yes.
10.
and avoid the crowds because there's always everything's crowded on Valentine's Day
And the
And-
price is high.
and the price and Mother's Day. So get it in now. It's only $45, and
Come join us, meet us, have some fun.
Yes, and get some of that good wine.
So
It is 5 to 8. Okay, let's make sure. It's going to be at Marie's Island Kitchen, 9828 Liberty Road in Randallstown, and it was Cajun veggie.
okay. Cajun veggie,
Cajun veggie. It was shrimp
Alfredo,
and jerk
chicken.
chicken. Oh, it's
Pasta.
Cajun chicken and jerk veggies.
Okay.
Thank you for. Okay. Anyway, 3 good things to eat. Come
So,
join us.
Come enjoy the food.
and bring your family.
Is there an option of one, or you have 3 of them?
It's
It's all three.
All 3.
All 3?
Yeah. And it'll be there till it's gone.
So come early.
Yeah, because I love this food over here. So we need a word of the day.
Dilemma.
Dilemma. Okay.
Did we pick somebody for November? Word
We
of the
did
day?
not.
Okay. So we
Um,
should do that next
Okay.
show.
Next show we'll look back at for November. If you didn't send in your words, get it in because we'll be selecting by next episode. And when you send in your word of the day, spelling does not count. Dilemma. DLEMON. Dilemon. we got you. So,
Oh my.
any parting words there, Felonious?
Thank you for joining us.
Same.
Ta. Oh wow.
What is wrong with you?
I needed to get down there.
Thank you, family, for listening to the latest episode of Hot Topics. As usual, listen, like, share, subscribe. Ta.
I represent, this is what I do.